In this video, I'll solve CSIR Net December 2016 Part A questions of Mathematical Sciences, Chemical Sciences and Earth Sciences. Let us take up the first question. The houses of three sisters lie in the same row, but the middle sister doesn't live in the middle house. As per this condition, there are two possibilities. Either middle sister has to live in the first house or middle sister has to live in the third house. Another condition is in the morning, shadow of eldest sister house falls on the youngest sister house. In the morning, sun rises from the east, therefore, a shadow should fall on the west. This implies that younger sister house is to be to the left of or to the west of eldest sister house. Two possibilities are if elder sister lives in the third house, younger sister should live in the middle house. If elder sister lives in the middle house, younger sister should live on the first house. These are the only possibilities. Now, what can be concluded for sure? Out of these four options, the third will satisfy. From these two cases, the third option will be true. Either the younger sister or eldest sister lives in the middle house. The rest all options will not satisfy. Now, second question. A woman starts shopping with rupees X and Y paise, spends rupees 3.50 and is left with rupees 2Y and 2X paise. The amount she started with is. So, X rupees Y paise initially started. 1 rupee has 100 paise. So, let me convert this entire value into paises. So, 100X paise plus Y paise together. This is what the amount initially she had. And she spends means so we have to subtract from the initial amount to get the remaining amount. The rupees 3.50, so 3 rupees I'll convert into paise, 300 paise plus 50 paise together 350 paise, which is equal to the remaining money is 2y rupees. So 2y is to be converted into paise, 2y into 100, that is 200 into y plus 2x paise. Everything is in paise. Now when you simplify this equation, you will get 98x minus 199y equal to 350. Now, as there are two variables and one single equation, you can't solve it directly. So, you have to verify with the options. So, I will take x rupees as a 32 and y as a 14. So, when you substitute all these values in this equation, that gives you 350. That satisfies the answer. Therefore, the answer would be third option. Next question. A mine supplies 10,000 tons of copper ore containing an average of 1.5 weight% of copper to a smelter every day. The smelter extracts 80% of the copper from the ore on the same day. What is the production of copper in tons per day? So, first, what we should do is out of the 10,000 tons of copper ore, we have to find out totally how many tons of copper available from that ore, because only 1.5 weight% of copper is available. So for 100, it is 1.5%. For 10,000, how much? So 150 tons of copper will be available in that 10,000 tons of copper ore. We have to find out the smelter extract 80% of the copper from the ore on the same day. So 80% of the copper. So the copper availability in the ore is 150. So production of copper is nothing, but we have to find out 80% of that copper, 150. So 80 by 100 into 150, that gives you 120. Next question. Wheat production of a country over a number of years is shown in this graph. Which year recorded highest percent reduction in production over the previous year? So let me start from the year 2004. This says that highest percent reduction in the production. So initially it was to 2035, now it is 30. Means there is a reduction in the production over the previous year. So in the denominator, the previous year value should come highest percent, so we have to multiply by 100. So here reduction is 35 to 30 means 5 divided by over the previous year, that is previous year production is 35 into percent reduction, so 100, that gives you 14.28. So similarly do it for 2003. Reduction is 40 minus 35, 5. Over the previous year is 2002, its production is 40 into 100, that is percentage 12.5. So in case in the same way, if you do for 2002 and 2001, we will get these values. We want highest percent reduction, that is for 2004. Fourth option is the answer. Now, fifth question, what is the next pattern in the given sequence? Very simple. The first diagram you observe, a triangle is here below on the right side, and circle is inside, then circle comes outside and triangle goes inside. Similarly, this triangle is inside, square is outside. Now square should go inside and triangle should come outside. Rest all will remain same, only that is the change that is observed in the third option, hence that is the answer. Not the third option, this option. Yeah, correct, third option only, because a square comes within this triangle and triangle goes to the bottom right side. So third option, that itself is the correct answer. Now next question. A person completely under sea water tracks the sun compared to an observer above the water. Which of the following observations would be made by the underwater observer? This is a question related to physics, related to refraction. So you have to know the meaning of horizon first, because sunrise, sunset, that we know. Horizon means it is a line where the earth seems to meet the sky. So shape of the horizon will be like hemisphere. So what happens is, due to refraction of light, horizon will look shrunken. So angular span shrinks. Rest all will remain same. Sunrise and sunset time remains unchanged only due to the refraction of light, because the observer who is inside the water is in some other medium. Light is outside the surface of the water. So when light travels from rarer medium to denser medium, there is a bending of light, that is called as refraction, due to which angular span of the horizon changes. It shrinks because the water is denser than the air, hence it bends towards the normal, due to which it shrinks. The rest will remain same. So third option is the answer. A man sells three articles A, B, C and gains 10% on A, 20% on B, and loses 10% on C. So, first let us see what is the cost price, then the selling price. So, I am taking cost price of these commodities as XYZ. Selling price is nothing but cost price plus profit, or cost price minus loss. This is the formula of getting selling price. On A, that person gets 10% of profit. So 10 for 100, 10 by 100 is 0.21 plus the cost price, that is X. X plus 0.1 into X gives you 1.1 X. Similarly, the selling price of B is cost price plus profit. Profit, how to calculate here? 20% on B means for 120, for the cost price Y, how much? 20Y by 100, that is nothing but 0.2 you will get. So 0.2 plus the cost price, 1.2 into Y. Next, similarly, 10% loss on C. The second problem, this formula you have to write. That is 1 Z minus 0.1 Z. That gives you 0.9 Z. This is selling price. Now, he breaks even when combined selling prices of A and C are considered. He breaks in the sense there is neither profit nor loss. So, selling price equal to cost price. So, that is what meant by breaks. So first, let us see what is the selling price of A and C together. So A and C together, say 1.1x plus 0.9z is equal to same as cost price, x plus z. So after simplification, this gives you 0.1x equal to 0.1z. So that is nothing but x equal to z. Similarly, the next condition is, whereas he gains 5% when combined selling prices of B and C are considered. Selling prices of B and C together, that is 1.2y plus 0.9z, he gains, means there is a profit of 5%. Profit of 5% on the cost price. Cost price of B and C will be y plus z. So for 100 it is 5. For y plus z, what amount of profit he will get? So 5 into y plus z divided by 100. Okay, that is 0.05 you will get, plus the cost price, because selling price we have to find a plus cost, that gives you 1.05 into y plus z. Now simplify this, that gives you y equal to z, but z is already equal to x, so we got here x equal to y equal to z. Now we want to get the percentage gain or percentage loss, whatever it is. So it is calculated like this: selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. So selling price of all these together divided by cost prices x plus y plus z, here minus because there is a loss, into 100, multiply by 100. We know that x equal to y equal to z. Substitute all the values into 100, that gives you 6.66%. Fourth option is the answer. Now, eighth question, based on the distribution of surface area of the Earth at different elevations and depths with respect to sea level, shown in the figure, which of the following is false? The detailed analysis can be done, but just by looking at the graph, we can make some conclusions. Larger proportion of the surface of the Earth is below sea level. You have to find out which of the following is false. You can observe the larger proportion of the Earth's surface is below sea level. That is definitely clearly available because cumulative percent of surface area up to 100, that up to 100 that goes, and length of the curve you just see it is more below the sea level. So this is true. Of the surface area above sea level, larger proportion lies below 2 kilometer elevation. So above the surface sea level means this much region, they are saying that larger proportion lies below 2 kilometer elevation. So look here, 2 kilometer elevation, the larger surface. Look at this 20, 10, 20, 30. That it's increasing. So larger proportion of surface area lies here. Here, smaller proportion of surface area lies above 2 kilometer. Like it is within 0 to 10. So that is also true. Of the surface area below sea level, smaller proportion lies below 4 kilometer depth. Of the surface area below sea level, smaller proportion lies below 4 kilometer depth. That is below 4 kilometer depth. No smaller proportion lies. It is having the larger proportion only below 4 kilometer. Just either you look at the length of this curve, or else you can look at the percentage of surface area. It is increasing. If till 4 here like this, till 4 here, it is a smaller length. Then from 4 to the remaining value, minus 4 to 12, it is having the larger length. So that is false. That is not true. Of the surface area below sea level, smaller proportion, larger proportion lies below 4 kilometer depth, not the smaller proportion. Last option, distance from sea level to the maximum depth is greater than that to the maximum elevation. Distance from sea level to the maximum depth. Maximum depth is 12. Is greater than that to the maximum elevation. Maximum elevation is 8. It is very, very clear. Hence, it is true. So, fourth option is also true. Therefore, only false option is the third option. Ninth question, time distance graph of two objects A and B are shown. If the axes are interchanged, then the same information is shown by. Very simple. You turn this anti-clockwise. This is in the clockwise direction. Bring it down. This goes up. Means A goes up. Okay, B comes down. Length won't change, only their positions will change. So which will satisfy? The first option will not satisfy. You should be very careful while looking at the options, because here they have changed the length of the this directed line segment. Length won't change, only their positions will change. So as per that, the third option will satisfy. A comes above, B comes down, and length of A is shorter than length of B. That is quite simple. 10th question, a chocolate salesman is traveling with the 3 boxes with 30 chocolates in each box. During his journey, he encounters 30 toll booths. Each toll booth inspector takes 1 chocolate per box that contains chocolates as tax. What is the largest number of chocolates he can be left with after passing through all toll booths? So it's quite logical one. So in case if you read this at first, in the first glance, you feel like there are no chocolates left, but you have to analyze it seriously, because it is asking you what is the largest possible number of chocolates he can be left with. There are no other conditions, so you can do some manipulations like shifting from one box to another box when the boxes become empty. So what I'll do is, there are 3 boxes with 30 chocolates each. After for 10 tools, so 10 into 3, 30 chocolates will go. Now in the boxes, 20 chocolates are left in each box. So from this 20, I'll divide those 20 chocolates into 10 and 10. I'll put it in these 2 boxes, so that these boxes capacity is of 30. So 30, these boxes are filled with those 30 chocolates. Now, so that in case if he goes for the next tools, only they have to take only from these 2 boxes. This is empty, which will be removed. Now, next 15 tools. Now, these 2 boxes will have 30 chocolates each. Next 15 tools, 15 chocolates will be gone from each box, they will take one chocolate. Therefore, 15 chocolates will be gone. So, left out with 15 each. Now, the remaining is 10 plus 15, 25 tools done. Now, only last 5 tools will be remained. So, these 15 chocolates will be poured into this box to make total 30 chocolates. Therefore, 5 tools means 5 chocolates will go. The maximum number of chocolates remaining in the box, largest possible number, is 25. When you go with some other order like 10 tools, 10 tools, that also gives you few chocolates, but that is not the largest possible number of chocolates. This is the only case where you will get largest possible number of chocolates. So you have to understand the question properly first. Milkman adds, next question, a milkman adds 10 liters of water to 90 liters of milk. After selling 1/5 of the total quantity, he adds water equal to the quantity he sold. The proportion of water to milk he sells now would be, first 10 liters of water to added to 90 liters of milk. So total quantity of milk is 100 liters. So from that 100 liters, 1/5 of the total quantity. One he sells 1/5 of the total quantity. 20 liters is sold now. Now remaining is 80 liters of milk. To that 80 liters, he will add the sold amount of milk. Sold amount of, he will add water which is equal to the sold amount of milk. So adding 20 liters of water to 80 liters of milk, total we will have total 100 liters of milk. Now water content, what we do is water content in 80 liters of milk we will find out. That is for 100 it is 10 liters of milk. 80 how much? After doing all that, we will get 8 liters. Therefore, total water content is 8 liters plus 20 liters. Now, presently, the 20 liters added. Even before that, we had added water. So, that we have to find out. We have added 100 liter contained 10 liters. So, 80 liters contained how many liters? This was the remaining amount. You can do this first and this next. So, 8 liters initially plus now new 20 liters, total 28 liters of water content is there in that milk. Therefore, you have to find out water to milk ratio. So 28 divided by the remaining milk will be 72. So second option is the answer. Now next question, two coconuts have spherical space inside their kernels, with the first having an inner diameter twice that of the other. The larger one is half filled with the liquid, while the smaller is completely filled. Which of the following statements is correct? So I have taken a smaller coconut and the larger coconut. This is half filled. This is completely filled. All we need to do is finding the volume of hemisphere. This is a hemisphere. Volume of a sphere is given by the formula, that is V equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Pi r cube. This is the formula. Now its diameter is, D is the capital D is the diameter of the bigger coconut, and small d is the diameter of the smaller. D equal to 2 times d. Therefore, 2 times radius equal to 2 times 2 into, that is radius is also equal to 2 times that of the radius of smaller coconut. Let us find out V1. V1 is nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by 2, because it is filled with half of the water, half water. That is 1 by 3 into pi r cube. 1 by 3 into pi into r is nothing but 2r small whole cube, that is 8r cube. V2 is nothing but 2 by 3 pi r cube. It is completely filled. So though half of this region, hemisphere, again it's half. So it was divided by 4. Initially it was divided by 4. That's why 1 by 3. Now it is divided just by 2, because volume of a hemisphere. So 2 by 3 into pi r cube. This can be written as 4 into 2 by 3 into pi r cube. So therefore 4 into V2. That is the larger coconut contains 4 times the liquid in the smaller coconut. That is what V1 equal to 4 into V2 we got. Therefore first option is the answer. 13th question, which of the following graphs represent a stable freshwater lake? Something related to the lake stratification. Its lake stratification means its tendency of lakes to form separate and distinct layers during warm weather. So the first layer is a little warmer, that is called as epilimnion, and the second layer metalimnion, and third layer hypolimnion. So it's some information you should gather regarding this. This is warmer, then temperature decreases, then it is having last layer which is underwater, and it is having more depth into more depth than these two layers. it's all about 4 degrees Celsius. Just to look at the graph, because the people who are not familiar with lake stratification, they may find it difficult to identify. But this is the last layer, which is around 4 degrees Celsius, where that is mapped to 4 degrees Celsius. That gives you the graph of that stable fresh water. So that is here 4 degree Celsius. This is here. But here 4 to 8 degree, the last layer will come in 8 degrees. So that is not the answer. And it is given in density and depth, temperature and depth we measure the lake stratification. Now, 14th question. A tiger usually stalks its prey from a direction that is upwind of the prey, means opposite to the wind of the prey. Prey is nothing but the hunt of the tiger. The reason for this is the upwind location aids the tiger by not letting its smell reach the prey. This is the answer. Because the upwind direction, in the sense, the direction opposite to the wind. If the tiger comes in the direction of the wind, it may like its smell reach the prey. It thinks that its smell reach the prey because it will flow in the direction of a wind. The smell will flow in the direction of wind. That's why it is always stacks its prey from a direction that is opposite to the direction of the wind. 15th question. A cell phone tower radiates 1 watt power while the handset transmitter radiates zero point 0.1 milliwatt power. The correct comparison of the radiation energy received by your head from a tower 100-meter away, that is even, and that from a handset held to your ear, E2 is. So, this second option is the answer. I have tried solving this problem in this way. Tower power, first tower power is 1 watt, handset power will be zero point 0.1 milliwatt. Zero point 0.1 into 10 to the power minus 3 milliwatt, that is a 0.0001 watt. It's 1 by 1000 watt. This is just a simplification. Now, radiation energy always inversely proportional to distance, and radiation energy is directly proportional to power. As the power of the tower increases, radiation energy increases. Distance increases, radiation energy. The reach of radiation energy will decrease. So, as per that assumption, now your even is directly proportional to power divided by distance. I have written in this way to get the possibility approximately. So, that is 1 watt 100 meters away. That gives you 0.01. Power by distance for a handset transmitter, that is power by distance. The distance is approximately, you can take it very close to 0, because you are holding it near the ear, means it is directly connected to the here, held to your ear. The radiation is received by your head, it's very close to head. So it's almost distance is 0, which is anything by 0 gives you infinity. So it is quite larger. So the radiation energy what you receive from uh, handset transmitter is much much more than the radiation energy what you receive from a tower, though it is 100 meters away. So second option is the answer. 16th question. The pitch of a spring is 5 millimeter. The diameter of the spring is 1 centimeter. The spring spins about its axis with the speed of 2 rotations. The spring appears to be moving parallel to its axis with the speed of. So pitch of a spring is nothing but it is a distance from the center of one coil to the center of another coil. That means this distance is called as a pitch. So if the spring rotates, it looks like it moves ahead by the amount of pitch, the whatever the pitch value given. Here pitch value is given as 5 millimeter. So in 1 second, 2 rotation. For one rotation, it looks like it is moving by an amount of pitch. So in 1 second, 2 rotations. So 2 into the value of pitch, that gives you 10 millimeter per second. Next question. The dimension of a floor are 18 by 24. What is the smallest number of identical square tiles that will pave the entire floor without the need to break any tile? Dimension 18 into 24. What we should do is we have to find out LCM of 18 into 24, that is 72. So number of tiles. This is the procedure. LCM square divided by total area. So LCM is 22 into 72 divided 18 into 24. So after simplification, it gives you 12. So the answer is 12. So first find out the LCM of these two values. The number of tiles, always the formula LCM square divided by total area. 18th question, to determine the number of parrots in a sparse population, means in a not highly dense population, an ecologist captures 30 parrots and puts rings around their necks and releases them. After a week, he captures 40 parrots and finds that 8 of them have rings on their neck. What approximately is the parrot population? So I am considering parrot population as X. Out of those, 30 parrots were ringed. So and 40 were captured, 8 parrots were having the ring. So for 40, 8 parrots had ring and 30 ring total. How much is the parrots population? So just the cross multiplication, 8x equal to 30 into 40, x equal to 30 by 40 into 8, that gives you 150. Answer is second option. Now, last two questions. The midpoint of the arc of a semicircle is connected by two straight lines to the ends of the diameter as shown. What is the ratio of the shaded region to the ratio of triangle? First, let me find out the ratio of area of triangle. Area of triangle is half into base into height. So this is the height and this is the base is nothing but diameter 2 times radius into height is also radius. So that gives you r square. Area of shaded region is nothing but from the area of semicircle, you have to subtract this area of triangle. So area of semicircle is pi r square. Area of semicircle is pi r square by 2 minus r square is the area of triangle. That gives you r square common, pi by 2 minus 1. Now we want a ratio of shaded area to the area of triangle. So r square into pi by 2 minus 1 divided by r square, that gives you pi by 2 minus 1. First option is the answer. Last question, why is there low fish population in lakes that have large hyacinth growth? The answer is simple. Decaying matter from hyacinth consumes dissolved oxygen in copious amount. So there is less oxygen. Hence, the fish population will be less in such lakes. I hope you understood. Thanks for watching.